About 115 people are in jail right now who would not have been last year, and that's because of Proposition 36. It passed in November and turned certain property and drug crimes from misdemeanors into felonies. It reversed a proposition passed 10 years before called Proposition 47. So let's look at how it's impacting San Diego now. Police have arrested about 400 people on Proposition 36 related crimes. They've booked them into jail. None of that would have happened, not the jailing, not the arrests, without Proposition 36. It's exactly what the police and prosecutors who supported Proposition 36 wanted, but handling those new arrests is going to be a difficult challenge. Sheriff Kelly Martinez told us she expects much more pressure on the jails, not just from new felony convictions, but from people who want to take their case to trial because the stakes are now higher.
We anticipate that number will increase over the next year because people are not going to be as likely to plea to crimes where they might have before because the ramifications is much more important. So same with some misdemeanor offenses, that if people plead to some of the misdemeanor offenses, they will then be stackable as a felony.
The last thing she said is an important point. Prosecutors can now look at misdemeanors that occurred over the last decade and add those together to prosecute somebody at a higher level because of what they're accused of now. Before Proposition 36 passed, theft of items worth $950 or less was a misdemeanor. Now that's a felony if the person has 2 or more past convictions for that same kind of thing. If someone commits a crime that has to do with drugs, the law pushes prosecutors and courts to say that that person can either go to jail or get treatment. But crucially, there are very few places to get treatment right now. And the jails are falling apart. The sheriff said that the Vista Detention Center is basically at the end of its useful life. It's going to take $300 million to build a new one. But the county is wrestling with a deficit. Last year, sheriff's deputies and others floated a new jail tax on properties to fund the jails, but it didn't go forward. We'll watch to see if it does this year. I'm Scott Lewis for Voice of San Diego, and that's why it matters.